My silence sometimes is mistaken with a man without muscles. And which name can I tell people to call me? No penny in my pocket, small words on my tongue, words of choices broadening, wisdom is still young. Can it be the last lope or the last lung? I have tried to move on.
Open Mic with SKOL.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us again. I am Amelia and you are watching SKOL Open Mic. We started this series to give our local poets a real place to speak their minds and share the stories with total freedom. It's all about celebrating the art we love while reminding ourselves to stay safe. So please, always drink responsibly and never drink and drive. Today's guest is someone who really knows how to use his voice. He's a poet and an author who has a written collection of 100 poems called Man of the Journey. He is also the founder of the Conversation Clinic, where he uses his writing to bring people together and talk about things that matter. He has a way of pulling you into his stories from the very first word. Here is Method Rutare.
Open Mic with SKOL.
Introduce yourself as an artist. Share one funny or weird fact about yourself as an artist. Thank you very much. My name is Method Rutare. I use a stage name Method Rutare. Fun fact about me is I like telling people that I love sleeping while I barely sleep. That's one fun fact about me. I love poetry. I do spoken word and performing, especially on the stage. Have you or anyone close to you ever had a bad experience or a close call because of drinking too much or drinking and driving? As far as I remember, when I was a kid, we used to drive to the countryside, and most of the time, when people are having good time with their families, they tend to have that tendency of drinking. And when you're drinking, there is this instance, for example, that happened when we were moving from Ngoma to Kigali, and along the way, because of much alcohol, the one who was driving, we nearly faced the accident, but thanks to the God that didn't happen. And that is one thing that has happened all over my life, I think I can recall. Moving to the next, if you could say one thing to yourself before that night, what would it be? I think it wouldn't even be me only, as well as the family. I think we should be accountable that while we are away with family enjoying, we have to make sure that one person is responsible not to drink while he's going to lead others along the way. When you're traveling, most people are tempted to drink and it results into an accident which can maybe be a worse. And I would advise anyone to never do that. As myself, I would make sure that the one who is going to drive us, I will be watching, making sure that he does not drink anything. When you're out having a good time, what's your go-out plan to make sure you and your friends get home safe-free? First of all is knowing people that you're going out with. Are they too much driven by the alcohol? How do they behave after drinking? And if that is the case, then what can we do? As a person, I make sure that at least in that circle of friends that we are hanging out, there is this one person who is going to be there watching us. Who is going to help us while we'll be traveling back at home. For instance, ensure that we have a driver, or if not, we can at least call a person who's going to come and take us while we are done with the party. That will help us that that person is sober and can take us home without having any issues or a problem. In your own words, what do you think it's important for poets and artists to speak up about drinking responsibly? As a poet, there is a Latin proverb that says, "In vino veritas," in wine there is truth. And most people, I think, they still believe in that sentence or a saying that drinking is one cool way, while on contradiction, if we weigh on the balance, the importance of it and the problem or consequences that arose from it, you can see that perhaps we have to think and adjust a little bit on that context. Some people are now drinking and drinking heavily, but what we are drinking is also a problem, because if people used to drink at least 0.5 volt, now people are drinking 32 volt, 50 volt, 80 volt, and that is something our body has never been able to experience as far as I remember. And I think as a poet, it's very crucial to talk about this, because through the words, the rhythm, and the articulation that we bring within our poems, they are the one that helps our community to understand that we better look things differently. We are in 2026, no longer in 90s, and if we are looking for the future, it's better that we start now. And I believe that the poets are in a good hand to start this initiation of this movement that we have to drink responsibly. As far as I conclude, most people out there watching, make sure that you drink responsibly. Don't drink because you are being cool. Drink because you feel you need to. And if you don't, feel free to say no. You will not die because you didn't drink. Thank you.
Open Mic with SKOL.
New me, man of journey. Listen, when I say the Lord is my home, the street is my way, with sticks always on my barefoot, insults are my food, shame is my shadow, a life covered in details, a zeal burning glow, I am man of journey, I mean it. See, competition over cooperation, odds of plantation, jokes dressed as tradition, I took it for their word, swallowed in every friction. 20 years walking, building myself, no position. Failures upon failures, life praying and fair, street life shadowing, a neck creeps in an air bound tears. I cry seeing my teeny chest bare, nothing to add, just clothes I must wear. Look, born with a name, glowing up unknown, a click of just seeds never sown, bread of leftovers, junk foods on a hustle. My silence sometimes is mistaken for a man without a muscle. Which name can I tell people to call me? No penny in my pocket, small words on my mouth, words of choices broadening. Wisdom is still young, they say. Can it be the last lop or the last rank? I have tried to move on, just to move out of my way, to let other people pass by. I feel what I can't say, stealing to survive, beaten as a price. My fellow roadsmates, we paid a huge sacrifices, and due to that, I salute. Misty soul ceremonies, the whole day is glowing, life size of root, no mattress below to lie, head everywhere dodging, bed sheets never showing. I hope you recall seeds we kept sowing. But listen, I am done. I am done. I'm done with crying, I'm back with working. No, yes, I am trying new ways to cope up with society, studying my lesson to back up my poverty, engaging a lot to support my community. It's a new me, Mwamem. Not the same shadow, not the same shame. The Lord was my home, now my home is my name.
Open Mic with SKOL.
What an exceptional performance. That was something special. Rutare, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It is clear you put a lot of heart into your work. To anyone watching who has a story or a poem they've been willing to share, this is your space. We want to hear from you. If you're ready to get on the mic, just send a message to SKOL Rwanda on any social platform. We are always looking for new voices. That is it for this one. If you've enjoyed this performance, hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, never drink and drive. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Open Mic with SKOL.